Hey, this is Neil McSpadden, and this is the Rank with Your Own PBN series. So, in this installment, we're going to go over just a little bit of introduction about who I am, why I'm qualified to talk about this, and why linking domains and PBNs matter. So, a little bit about me. That's me. I took that photo a couple days ago. I have trimmed my beard a bit since then. Let's see. I started buying and building PBNs in about 2010, and at this point, I have built thousands of them, both for myself, for clients, and for services. I've run the back-end networking services for some of the most popular SEO services in the market. I would tell you who, but then I'd have to kill you. But it's actually, a confidentiality agreement between myself and the providers. But basically, people would go out and hire these services. They would, do all the on-page factors and give them advice as to content and whatever. But then when they needed links, they came to me. And nowadays, I build custom networks for clients who are sick of losing control from buying links, which is something that we will get into a little bit later. So, why build PBNs? Why develop these linking domains? And I'll give you a hint. It's because they work. So just a week or two ago, Moz came out with their 2015 search engine ranking factors. So their correlation studies, as well as their surveys of SEO professionals throughout the world. And this is the summary graph they came up with as far as the influence on how well a site is going to rank, or how well a page is going to rank on a particular search query. And you can see that number one is domain level link features. Number two is page level link features. So what do you think that means? It means that even in 2015, when everybody is saying that, oh, social is really what matters, or that it's really all about content. When you get down to it, the two most important factors are your links, both to the domain as a whole and to the page you're trying to rank in particular. Now, after that, you also have to have, good on-site. You have to have your page-level keyword and content-based features, your page-level keyword agnostic features, engagement and traffic query data. Yeah, all this other stuff matters. But number one, by far, is domain-level link features. And we can actually go over to the website. It's at moz.com/search-ranking-factors, and you can pull this up and read all the details. I'd recommend it. It goes into quite a bit of detail. There's that same graph. And you can see domain level link features is based on links/citation metrics such as quantity of links, trust, domain level page rank, etc. And then page level link features is page rank, trust metrics, quantity of linking root domains, links, anchor text distribution, quality/spamminess of linking sources, etc. Basically, what they're telling you right there between number one and number two is that you want to have strong, good links from a wide variety of IP addresses that have good authority. And you also want to, be careful of your anchor text. So that is the long and the short of it. And you can go into the correlation factors, which gives you a good bit of detail actually. And like I said, I recommend reading this study. It's good. But here you can see page authority, number of unique IPs linking to the URL, number of C blocks, number of root domains, and so on, all down the list. So go ahead and check that out. But basically, links matter. They still matter the most out of any other factor. So, never buy links though. Never buy links again if you have been. And here's why. When you buy links, you lose control. And what do I mean by that? I mean that a linking site could get de-indexed. It might not have thematic relevance or not to the degree that you want. You are at risk for uncontrolled panda and penguin penalties, and that's going to apply both to your site and to the linking domain site. So when you rent a link or you buy a link, all of these things are totally dependent on the vendor. And something goes wrong in the future, maybe the vendor's still around, maybe not. Maybe the vendor's still willing to work with you, maybe not. So when you buy links, not only is it a bit of or can be a bit of a footprint, but it puts you at risk for all of these things. Also, in the long run, buying links is much more expensive. So for quality links, not comment spam or anything like that, you're going to be paying, between $5 on the low end and probably up to $30 per link per month. And if you build your own linking domains, it's going to be, when you factor in the domain costs, the hosting costs, and so on, it's going to be between $2 and $10 per site per month. And each site could have multiple links to different properties. Now, the only issue with that, though, is that it's an amortized $2 to $10 because a lot of that cost is up front. You got to buy the domain up front. Um, you have to buy the hosting up front. So those that tends to scare a lot of people away. But over the long run, and I'm assuming you're in this for the long run, building your own is far cheaper. Now, the other factor is that PBN stands for Private Blog Network. But when you buy links, they're not private. They're usually not blogs. You get a lot of link injection, where people just recreate old sites and inject your link that has nothing to do with that site, which still works currently, actually. But it is let's just say that will have an expiration date. And networking. Nobody should be building networks. Sites should not be interconnected, and we'll get into that at a future date as to how exactly to structure your content and your links. So that is the introduction. So in the next video, we're going to go over step 1, which is to establish your needs and competition research. So until next time, this has been Neil. Talk to you later.